Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's topic, we'll be discussing Pilates or yoga for your back pain relief. In my channel, I share both Hatha yoga, classical yoga practice, and also Pilates matwork practice to help you to relieve pain, to improve your posture. So let's go straight into the topic. First, I want to ask you, do you know what is the cause of your back pain? So if your back pain is caused by herniated disc or disc bulge, you want to avoid spinal flexion because spinal flexion will cause more pain, and therefore the spinal extension will be recommended for you. If you belong to the second group of people, you will be someone that is suffering from back pain due to weak core muscles. Now, you may be very active, however, you may be focusing on certain group of muscles and have actually not targeted the deep core muscles, and therefore over time you might still feel the back pain even though you are active. The other group of people could be sedentary, completely sedentary, someone who does not like to exercise or move, and naturally over time you're going to feel the back pain because it's compression, of the vertebrae. There's another specialized group of people which are dancers, gymnasts, and even yogis who require to do deep back bends for their practice. And over time, if there's overextension of the spine, especially the lower spine, this can cause back pain. Now with this, we have identified two groups of people for this video. There are other scenarios, but for this video, we're just going to focus on these two groups of people. If you belong to the first category of people who are suffering from herniated disc and disc bulge, and you've assessed that from your physiotherapist or your chiropractor, I would recommend yoga for you. But do go to a gentle yoga class and please discuss with your instructor that you might want to avoid any forward bend or certain movements. Share with them, and the spine extension like the cow pose, cobra pose, and also the camel pose, all these will be suitable for you, but please go at a comfortable pace for you. In the second group of people where you're suffering from back pain due to weak core muscles, I would recommend Pilates for you. I know some of you do practice some workouts where you're strengthening the abdominal muscles. However, Pilates is a system that targets the deep core muscles, and it will really help you to strengthen in a short time. And you might want to do away with all the variations and just focus on understanding the 5 basic principles. So if you understand the 5 basic principles, you can strengthen your deep core muscles in a short time. And again, depending on the level of pain, you want to discuss with the instructor how the class can be customized for you. Now, after understanding a little bit more about what kind of practice will be more suitable for you at this point of time, I'm going to share with you very simple yoga pose that will help you with your back pain if you have herniated disc or disc bulge, and also share with you 3 Pilates exercises that will help you to strengthen your deep core muscles. So if you're ready, let's prepare for the practice. I'll need you to have a yoga Pilates mat. Okay, so if you're practicing Pilates, just make sure your mat is at least 8 mm in thickness. All right, so if you're ready, let's begin right now. Let's begin with the yoga pose. You're gonna lie down on the belly like that, okay? So maybe make a pillow with the hands first. Relax and just elongate your spine in this position. Take 2 deep breaths here, inhaling into your lower back. And as you exhale, release all the tension. Inhale into your lower back. And exhale, release any tension in neck or shoulders. So from here, keeping your feet hip distance apart, we're going to slowly come up onto our forearm. So you just want to be aware that your elbows and your palms are shoulder width apart, not too wide, not too close. And from here, okay, try to lift your chest up and you can gaze forward. So we're just doing a gentle back bend here, baby cobra, Bhujangasana. So you don't feel any strain on your neck and shoulders. And you're extending the lower back. And maybe take about 3 to 5 deep breaths. And after that, you can always rest for a moment and relax the neck and shoulders. Breathing, breathing, breathing. And slowly, we can come back up. And next, we can progress, okay, to the seal pose if you feel comfortable. So from here, in the baby cobra pose, we're just going to move the hands slightly apart, okay, touching the edge of the mat, and we slowly extend the elbows, but don't sink into your shoulders. Continue to lift your chest up, shoulders down, and just look forward and breathe. Breathing, breathing, and stay here, and slowly come back. And then you can make a pillow of the hands and relax the neck and shoulders. Release the hips and feel your inhalation and exhalation, breathing deeply into your lower back. And as we exhale, let go of all the tension. Okay, lastly, okay, after your practice, you can bring your feet together, forehead down, hands beside, and slowly round your back. And slowly, just sit in this position here and relax. Next, let's practice Pilates exercises. Now we're going to lie down slowly. So first we want to elongate our spine, and our spine in neutral, meaning we maintain a natural curve of the spine in this position. There's a little bit of gap between the back of your neck and the mat, and a little gap between the lower spine and your mat. So just stay here for a moment, relax your hips, relax your thighs. Let's take 2 deep breaths here. Slowly inhale and exhale. And when you inhale, practicing mindful breathing, inhale to the side and also to the back of your rib cage. And exhale. So in Pilates, we inhale through the nose and exhale from the mouth. Okay, you can continue on your own. Okay, if you want to just practice breathing, it's highly recommended. Now from here, let's go to the most basic breathing exercise that will help to engage your deep core muscles. So you're going to place the hands, okay, so your thumbs behind your earlobe and your fingertips behind your eyes. Hands behind the head in this position, elbows slightly off the mat. You want to engage your shoulder blades, so your shoulders away from your ears. Now gently walk the feet slightly closer. Now without rounding the lower back, okay, in this position, you're going to slowly just draw your right knee up first. Okay, so your knee over your right hip socket. And then slowly engage you can feel the tightening of your abdomen muscles, and slowly lift the left knee up. Now this time you want to make sure your lower back is kissing the mat, not pressing, kissing the mat. And we call this imprint. Now some of you, you might need to bring the knee slightly closer so that you can feel the lower back kissing the mat, but do not draw it too close. Okay, so just move it slowly until you feel that the lower back is in imprint. Okay, so from here, okay, relax your toes, okay, but maintain flexion 90 degrees on your knees. Now slowly nod your head, inhale. As you exhale, flex your neck, and you're going to engage your abdominal muscles, and you're going to flex up a little bit higher and gaze around your knees or your inner thighs. And then from here, we're going to take 3 deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale deeply to the side and back. No arching the back. Exhale. So continue. Okay, so in this position you can feel the inhalation to the side and also to the back, and exhale, draw the waist closer to your spine, and notice that I'm not dropping my head back. Okay, so inhale here and exhale, slowly release down. and aware that we're not tensing the thighs. Slowly lower one foot down, lower the other foot down, and slowly straighten the legs and arms up over your head and stretch out, breathing. So this exercise is very simple, but it's very deep, okay? And many people are not aware that very simple exercise, if you understand the 5 basic principles, you will actually target the deep core muscles. All right, so next let's work on the obliques. So for this practice today, I'm going to keep it simple. We're going to have the feet down on the mat, maybe not too close. So move the feet further away. So imagine you have a yoga block or Pilates ball between your knees. So you do not want to squeeze your knees in like that. So in the pelvic placement, okay, you can just imagine like you have a tray, okay, like you have a tray and place it here, and this tray is parallel to the floor, meaning we are not squeezing the buttock, okay, neither are we arching our lower back. So keep the tray parallel to the mat in this position, hands behind. Now from here, okay, same as just now, we're going to keep the elbow slightly off the mat, engage your shoulder blades, and inhale, nod your head first. As we exhale, we flex the neck and we flex the six-pack and come up a little bit higher. So common mistake, people tend to tilt, the tailbone here, and then they will squeeze the thighs. So I want you to relax and use your abdominal strength, okay, to flex. So inhale here. As we exhale, we're going to gently twist to the right side. Inhale, center. So my thighs are soft. And exhale to the other side. Inhale, center. And one more time, exhale to the right side. So aware that you are not arching your back. Okay, you might feel some trembling here, okay, in the abdominal area and obliques. Inhale, exhale to the opposite side. Back to center. Inhale and exhale, slowly release down and relax. So what I'm trying to say just now was to avoid this, okay, squeezing your buttocks and then doing fast movement where you're rocking, okay, the buttocks and the pelvis. So from here, return to the center and let's relax for a moment. Okay, so this is neutral spine alignment where we are able to maintain the natural curves of the spine. Next, last exercise for today. This is a short practice for your daily practice. We will go on our hands and knees. So we're on our hands and knees, palms shoulder width apart and your knees hip distance apart. Now without dropping the head down, you need to draw the belly, okay, that's pointing over here towards your spine, but you're not rounding your upper back. Okay, you're keeping your spine neutral, like you have a bowl of soup on your mid back. Okay, not dropping the head down, lengthen through the crown, stay here. Now this is a little bit more challenging than just now, okay, because there might be a tendency for you to arch your back, so you want to be aware, okay, maintain neutral. Slowly extend your right knee without shifting the body to the left side. Now using your abdominal strength, you're going to lift the leg up just right about here. So many people will go higher. You need to be more aware of the alignment, and we can just stay here like that for the time being, and it's okay to go even lower. Breathing. More important, your body is not tilted or shifted, okay, to the opposite side. Stay centered and toes down and knees down. Okay, and again, aware you're not arching your back, neither are you rounding the back just to lift the leg up. Okay, so this is really mindful movement. You really need to stay calm and feel the body. So from here, when you're ready, slowly extend. And when I extend, I can feel my belly, okay, lifted up, drawn to my spine, but I'm not rounding my back. Okay, and then from here, slowly float the leg up and stay here, breathing. Now many people will tend to shift a little bit more to the right side, and therefore you still need an instructor to guide you. Okay, stay centered. That slight shift does not target the deep core muscles. So staying centered, even though it's for 3 seconds, will help much more than you tilting a little bit to the side and stay for 30 seconds. Stay here, burritos down. And knees down. So from here, let's go into a cat stretch first. Okay, slowly bring your knees together, and then we go into the shell stretch. So we allow the sit bone to sink down, forehead down, hands beside, relax, breathing, inhale, and exhale. Inhale here, exhale, slowly crawl up, and then slowly come up to a sitting position. I hope that you can practice the exercises or poses that I shared with you today, because it will help you to relieve your back pain. Now, for those of you who prefer a more detailed program and guidance for your back pain relief, I recommend that you can click on the link below for 2 free classes. However, you need to belong to the second group of people, because we'll be practicing Pilates for this program. So with this, I hope you continue to practice mindfully. So make sure that you choose the correct practice to relieve your pain right now, become stronger, and then we continue to move towards freedom of movement. So until the next practice, I'll see you again. Have a great day.